Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstudios.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick review of the iPhone 6 Plus which we have with us. We have the Indian retail package with us, as you can see, and the packaging is very simple this time. They have this image of the phone which is being embossed on the box, but again nothing is there as far as print is concerned, which is kind of weird, but that's how it is. We have iPhone branding over here and Apple branding as well. At the back side of the box we have some information about the import and other things. The MRP of this particular device which is there is 62,500. This is the 16 GB of iPhone 6 Plus which we have with us. And once we open the package, we can see that the first thing inside the package is the iPhone 6 Plus. I have already done the unboxing of this device earlier, that is why this plastic is not there on the phone. This is how the iPhone 6 Plus actually looks like, and definitely it feels bigger and it does look bigger as well when you hold it in one hand. Again, the weight of the device is not that much. It is nearly around 172 gram in terms of the weight, which is again not too heavy, but 5.5 inch display size it has. The kind of form factor you get with this much of display size is something which is pretty big to hold in one hand, so one-handed usage on this device will definitely suffer. Although Apple has actually introduced some new things on the iOS 8 which will bring a lot of one-handed usage into operation, especially in different use case scenarios, so we will talk about that in this video itself. Talking about the build quality, I can say that the build quality is definitely enhanced and it is better, but again we have actually seen some videos around the bend gate, especially on the iPhone 6. So this part over here is something which is kind of weak, so if you actually put your thumb over here and apply some pressure, you can actually bend an iPhone 6 Plus quite easily. Although the same is not there on iPhone 6 which we have with us. This is the iPhone 6, the golden variant, and this is the iPhone 6 Plus which is also the golden variant. And in terms of the look and feel, you can see that the look and feel remains the same on both of them. They have metal being used over there at the back side and on the edges as well, but when it comes to the overall form factor, this one is much bigger to hold in one hand as compared to the iPhone 6, which is still very good in terms of the overall form factor. This device is definitely better suited for one-handed usage, so you can like move your finger or your hand basically on any part of the screen. You can reach every part of the screen on iPhone 6, whereas the same is not possible with the iPhone 6 Plus, which is having a 5.5 inch display, whereas the iPhone 6 is having the 4.7 inch display. So this one is definitely better for one-handed usage, but again this one gives you a bigger display in case you would like to use that for multimedia and entertainment. This will be definitely a better experience for both of these things, and gaming will also be gaming is again also much more fun on the iPhone 6 Plus as compared to iPhone 6, but iPhone 6 is also decent in terms of display size, so gaming is good over there as well. Talking about the rear camera, there is a difference on the rear camera as well. The iPhone 6 Plus has an 8 megapixel camera. Here we have the 8 megapixel camera as well, so both 6 and 6 Plus have 8 megapixel eyesight camera, but we do have optical image stabilization on the 6 Plus, whereas we do not have the same over here on the 6. We have electronic image stabilization over here only, but optical image stabilization is over here on 6 Plus. As far as display is concerned, the display which we have on iPhone 6 is a 720p display, whereas the display which we have on the iPhone 6 Plus is 1920 into 1080. That means it is 180p display, and this display over here on the iPhone 6 is actually a 720p display. Again, if you actually take a closer look, you won't notice any pixelation on any of these two displays. They have pretty good viewing angles. The viewing angles are good enough on both of them. The display technology used on a 6 Plus and 6 is also the same. So in terms of the overall look and feel and the kind of hardware they have, they're almost identical, apart from few design changes and apart from few changes as far as hardware is concerned. We have Apple A8 processor on both of these two phones, and it is again a dual core 1.4 gigahertz processor which we have on both of them. Talking about the thickness is around 7.1 millimeter on iPhone 6 Plus, and this device is also very thin. In terms of thickness, they are almost very close to each other. There is a very minimal difference in terms of thickness in between the 6 and 6 Plus. So this is how the 6 Plus actually looks like. Again, there are some new things which have been added in the 6 Plus UI. That means if you hold the phone in the landscape mode, the orientation of the icons will automatically get rotated, and the same thing will happen in settings itself as well. So this is how settings UI will change. The same will not happen on the 6, which is a smaller phone. In case you hold it like this, nothing will happen, and even in the settings, if you hold it like this, nothing will happen because this is having a smallish display. So these are the new things which they have given. Apart from this, they have also added something new, which is the accessibility kind of feature, with which you can actually access these icons. So in case you are holding this phone in your hand and you would like to access these icons on the top, which is slightly difficult if you hold this device like this. So you can double tap on the Touch ID and it will bring all the icons down so that you can easily access them without any issues, and this is something which they have done as far as accessibility options are concerned. So let's take a look over the package and then we will come back to the phone again. So inside the package we have got these earpods which will come within the package. We have got this charger. The output current from this charger is again 1 ampere. It is a 1 ampere charger which we have within the package, and we have the lightning cable over there, as you can see. So these are the things which you get within the package of the phone. Again, when it comes to this particular hole, this is actually being done for the camera, so that as far as packaging goes, the camera lens is slightly above the surface of the phone, so it does not get damaged. That is why they have actually made this particular indent. So let's keep the packaging aside and let's take a look over the iPhone 6 Plus which we have with us. So let's talk about the connectivity options. At the bottom we have the lightning port for the lightning cable, and it gives you great connectivity and speed connectivity when it comes to transferring files and other things from your PC to this, or from iPhone to PC as well. And then we have the loudspeaker over there, which is fairly loud, and it has more mesh as compared to the number of mesh which we see on an iPhone 6. However, the loudspeaker is fairly loud on both of these phones, and it is equally loud on both of these phones. We have the 3.5mm audio jack over there. We have primary microphone for for voice calling, and when it comes to the secondary microphone, we do have a secondary microphone on this device on the side of the rear camera. The rear camera is 8 megapixel eyesight camera, but it can record high definition video, it can record slow motion video at 240 fps, and it can also record time lapse videos as well. And again, it has optical beam stabilization, which is missing on the iPhone 6, which is the case. And here we have the Apple logo, and again this is the golden variant, which is looking very good and very premium in terms of the look and feel, and the build quality is also nice, but again it does have a weak point. But if you actually tap over here, you can actually listen to the sound. So if you actually tap on the iPhone 6 Plus at the back side, you will listen some kind of sound which is actually coming out because of the air gap in between the back cover and the body of the phone. So you will hear a slightly different sound over here on 6. So again, there is air gap on both of these two phones as far as body and the back cover is concerned, but because of that air gap, there is a slight amount of more weakness over here on the 6 Plus as compared to 6, which is again stronger as compared to 6 Plus. Talking about the front, we have the nice metallic earpiece below the glass. We have the front camera over there on this device, and we have proximity and ambient light sensors as well. On the bottom we have the touch capacitor button, which is the physical home button, and again it has touch ID sensor which can be used to unlock the phone, and it can also be used to purchase the application from the app store. So all that you can actually do on this phone. Let's take a look over the phone dialer. So this is how the phone dialer look like, and as you can see, this is a iOS kind of phone dialer. It does not give you the option of making a video call, but again you can easily dial a number from here, and you can add it to the contacts as well in case you would like to do that. Talking about the messaging application, I can show you the messaging application as well. Again, the messaging application allows you to use it in the landscape mode or in the portrait mode. Whatever you would like to do, you can actually do this, and you can easily type any message. It does give you some extra options over there on the keyboard on iPhone 6 Plus because it has a bigger display size, so they have added multiple different new features as far as keyboard is concerned, like cut, copy and paste. So in case you select something, you can tap over here and do a cut, copy, paste. This is the paste thing, this is the cut, and we have undo button over there. We have voice dictation can also be used on this particular phone. You can hide the keyboard by just tapping over here, and you can move across the letters on the keyboard by just using these buttons. So there are some new buttons, especially in the keyboard on iPhone 6 Plus, which can be used in the landscape mode, not in the portrait mode. And messaging application right now by default works in the landscape mode, which is a good thing. And you can do the same for the email as well. The default email application does give you the option of using this keyboard in the landscape mode, and this is something which is nice. Apart from this, we talk about applications. These are the different sets of application which will come pre-installed. Now let's test the camera on this device, and we have the car over there, which is our object, and we will take a photo of this car right now. And I will take this photo again without the artificial light. So it takes slightly more time, especially for the photo which are going to be taken in low light, and we will show you both of these photos one by one. So this is the one which has been taken with light, and the kind of details and the color which are being reproduced in this photo are looking very nice. This is something which I really like. So you can see details are good and the color production is also good. And the one which has been taken without the artificial light, details are good enough on this one as well, and color production is also very nice. So the rear camera can take very good photos on this device, and this is something which is one of the best thing on this device, because iPhone camera has always been very popular and it has got very good photo clarity as we have just showed you. We do have the option of recording the video. You can record high definition video by default. You can also record slow motion videos as well. You just need to record a video and you can actually make certain part of that particular video as slow motion, or the complete video as slow motion as well. You also have the option of recording time-lapse interval videos. So this is all you can do. Slow motion videos can be recorded at 240 fps or at 120 fps. 120 fps is something which you might have seen earlier already on different other phones, but 240 fps is again very slow, and this is again ultra slow motion video which you can record. You can also take photos in the square mode, and you do have panorama mode also supported. And when it comes to the normal photo mode, we have these options over there. So HDR is auto by default. You can actually have it auto in case you would like to take photos better with colors. And then you have the self timer, which can be for 3 seconds, for 10 seconds. And I can show you the flash. The flash is right now auto, and which you can disable. You can force the flash not to fire or to fire automatically. So this is how the front camera look like. Let me just take a photo of mine. And again, this is how the photo has been taken, and I can say that the clarity is something which is really good on this device, and this is something which I really like. The color production is also very nice. The details which I can see on this particular photo which has been taken from the front camera is something which I have seen one of the best thing, I would say, in terms of clarity, one of the best front camera which we have on the 6 Plus, and it can record high definition video at 720p. You can do a good quality of high definition video chat on this device from the front camera, and the rear camera can actually record high definition video at 720p as well as at 1080p. So these are all the things regarding the camera. Let's take a look what else we have as far as the interface is concerned. So we do have different other options like spotlight search, which can be enabled and disabled. You also have hand off feature, which actually lets you do one thing on one device, and you can start from this moment you leave it on your iPhone, and you can start the same application on an iPad. So these are the things which you can do. Apart from this, if we go under accessibility, we have this option of you can say the reachability. So reachability can be disabled or enabled. All that you can actually do. You can disable this as well. You have subtitles, captioning, and guided access as well, and you also have a zoomed access. And for that, I think we need to go back under normal settings, and over here under the touch ID passcode. Okay, not here, but yes, we do have some options over there on display brightness. So view is standard as of now. You can have it as a zoom view as well. So icons will go bigger, the text will go bigger below the icons, and it is much more readable as compared to the standard zoom. So in case you would like to use the phone in the zoom mode, you can actually use it. So in all, I can say that this device is pretty decent in terms of the overall form factor. It does give you a very premium look and feel. The buttons which we have on the edges are again metallic buttons. They give you a good amount of feedback. We have the mute button over there, and we have a power and sleep key over there. We have this slot over there, which is a SIM card tray, which will accept a nano SIM. So nano SIM will go inside the 6 Plus. So this is one such device which can actually give you a very premium look and feel. This is one of the most premium looking device as of now available in the market. Again, when it comes to the bend gate, the bend gate problem is not actually there. I have used this phone for approximately a week now, and I can say that the device does not bend even when I place this phone inside jeans when I was wearing it, and wherever I was going, I was actually using it in a trouser or a jeans, and I did not face any kind of bending problem with the iPhone 6 Plus, and this is something I would like to clarify, especially for those people who are doubting whether the iPhone 6 Plus will bend after they buy it in day-to-day usage. It does not bend in day-to-day usage, so it does not have the bending problem actually, but for certain users it has actually proved that it has bent. In that case, I would say that is a very specific user case scenario in which certain amount of high pressure is being applied over here, either intentionally or non-intentionally, and then only it will happen. In normal usage, nothing will happen to the phone, and the iPhone 6 Plus will not bend. So that's all from us. Do let us know if you have any specific questions. And one thing before I finish this video is the storage, which I would like to tell you. So on the storage front, I would like to tell you that don't go for the 16 GB variant of 6 Plus or 6, and there is a reason for that, and that is the storage on the 6 Plus or 6, even if you buy the 16 GB variant, is going to be very less. So as of now, the used storage on this device is 4.1 GB, and the available storage is 7.7 GB. This 7.7 GB can easily fill up once you start taking photos, once you start testing the new features of iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. In that case, the 16 GB model will give you around 10 GB of available storage to the user, where you can actually install applications, store picture, videos and other data, and this storage will get filled automatically and will fill very easily and in a much faster way than you can imagine. So we have iPhone 6 over here, and I can show you the scenario how does it actually differ. And we have the 64 GB version of iPhone 6. On this 64 GB version, I have been using this device for approximately 2 weeks now, and 15 GB is already used because of the camera features and other things. So the same will happen on iPhone 6 or 6 Plus. So make sure you go for the 64 GB version or for the higher version in terms of storage. 16 GB version of iPhone 6 or 6 Plus is definitely not a good thing. For long-term usage, you will fill that storage very easily, and again, this device does not have a micro SD memory card, so you will face problem with the memory once you start using any of these two devices with 16 GB storage. So that's all from us as far as the quick unboxing and quick review of the iPhone 6 Plus. In case you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the comment section below. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below.